Hi, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for a few weeks and I'm so sorry about that. I feel like at this point I should be welcoming myself back to my channel because it's been that long. But I do apologize. I actually was in the process of filming Valentine's Day videos. So I did actually end up filming a nail and makeup tutorial, which I'll link down below. But I actually was doing a cooking one. So I was going to show you my favorite recipe and it was Valentine's Day themed. And then I was going to be doing a DIY project and I went out and purchased all the items that I needed to do it, and then I actually started filming. And then out of nowhere, my schedule got completely swamped with makeup jobs. At one point, I was actually working on 2 different film sets, so I was on set, and then I was doing photo shoots and headshots and personal makeup lessons, and it was literally madness. And then the Grammys came, and on that day I woke up at like 6:30 and my day didn't end until about 7 p.m. And then on another day, in the matter of 12 hours, I had done 10 people. So it has been crazy, and I love doing YouTube and I love making these videos, but sometimes with booking makeup jobs, I don't always have a lot of time to do the videos as often as I'd like, but I am here and I do want to continue doing them. And so I had planned on doing a makeup tutorial as my first video back, but as you can see, I'm wearing makeup because I did do a personal makeup lesson with a client this morning, and so I already have my makeup done for that since I worked. So I can't do a tutorial today. And if you haven't done a personal makeup lesson with me and you are in the Los Angeles area, it's extremely fun. I show you from start to finish how to create an entire makeup look, and it's similar to what I do here on my channel, but it is personal one-on-one. So I get to show you the brushes, you get to see everything in person, I get to show you how to hold the brushes, I get to correct you if you aren't doing something right, which is something you don't really get to experience when you're just sitting at home watching the videos. So if you are in the LA area and you have been looking for a personal makeup lesson, then definitely contact me. So anyways, I'm going to be showing you today some of my favorite beauty products that I've been absolutely loving in the month of February. And yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing that I want to mention are these vitamins by Nature's Bounty. They're the extra strength hair, skin, and nails argan oil infused with 5,000 mcg of biotin per serving. It has antioxidants A, C, and E plus hyaluronic acid. So this is just really good for obviously your hair, skin, and nails. And I wasn't expecting to see the biggest difference right away because it is a vitamin. It's not like I'm taking medication which kicks in pretty quickly. So I thought maybe after a few months I would start noticing a difference. But let me tell you, I have noticed a huge difference in my nails. They've been stronger. My hair's been growing really fast. And the number one thing is my skin. I have such problematic skin. I mean, if you look at me and mention the word blemish, I will literally form a blemish. That's how finicky my skin is. And since I started taking this back in December, I have had 1 blemish since then. So this stuff is absolutely amazing. I don't know if everyone's going to see the same results as I did, but it's just been incredible for me. And let me tell you a little bit of my, I guess, lifestyle that I've been living. About 2 years ago, I got really into health and fitness, and I don't want to say that I went vegan, but I just eat very, very healthy. I don't like putting myself in a box because technically my lifestyle can't be categorized as one thing. I would say that I'm vegan because I don't eat meat, I don't do dairy, I don't eat eggs, but then I'm not vegan because I do eat fish and honey. But then I'm not vegetarian because I don't eat the eggs and dairy. So it's really hard to fit me in, but pretty much I just eat really healthy. I eat vegetables and I pretty much live the lifestyle of a vegan, except I do enjoy fish and honey. Aside from that, living that lifestyle, I've definitely had more energy. I've been more athletic. I go to the gym about 5 to 7 days a week. When I'm working a lot, it's usually 3 to 4. but I've definitely been very into that, and so I think my body was just lacking the nutrients, and so when I started taking these vitamins, they've been absolutely incredible. And like I said, I don't break out anymore, and that is amazing. Like 2 thumbs up for that. Okay, so enough about those vitamins, but definitely if you are looking for something, I would look into the Nature's Bounty because I've seen great results with that. The second item that I'm going to be talking about is the Umbrium Clay Mattifying Mask for normal to oily skin by the brand Fresh. And before I started taking those vitamins and my skin was breaking out, I was definitely using this product a lot. I haven't needed to use it as much now, but when I do get a blemish or two, I do use it and I see amazing results. And so what this is, it is a mask. You can apply it all over your face, and you can use it as a cleanser as well to wash your face. So it says it's a multifunctional treatment for normal to oily skin. This instant purifying mask can also be used as a daily deep cleanser or to minimize small imperfections. It significantly reduces the appearance of pores and mattifies the skin without drying out the complexion. And so I personally haven't used this on my entire face because it can be a tad bit drying. But I actually use it on my blemishes. So I have been known to walk around the house for hours with just random polka dots on my face. If you feel a blemish coming, you put this on it, and you can put it on at night if you want and sleep with it, but I just wear it during the day if I'm not doing anything, and literally by the end of the day the blemish has gone down and you won't even see it. So this stuff is absolutely amazing. I haven't had a blemish last more than 24-48 hours with this stuff, so amazing, amazing, amazing. Next, I want to show you the body moisturizer that I've been using. For years, I've always used Bath & Body Works, and I loved it. I feel like they have such a large selection of scents, but I noticed recently my skin's just been really dry, and I feel like that was actually making it drier, believe it or not. So I wanted to find something that was a little more moisturizing, and since I have been eating clean, I definitely wanted to start using products that were clean as well. So less amount of ingredients, maybe organic ingredients, just something that was really pure for your skin. And so I found this one here by Trader Joe's, and it is certified organic ingredients, which is great. I think there's like 1 or 2 in here that I don't love, but the majority of them are great. Some of the ingredients are vitamin E, grapefruit, rosemary, marshmallow, lemongrass extract, chamomile. So it has some good stuff in here, and I've noticed my skin has just been like drinking this product up. It is so moisturizing. I'm not a fan of the scent, coconut. I prefer warmer scents, so I really like brown sugar and just warm comfort scents, and the coconut, I don't know, it's not my favorite. I feel like I could love it in the summertime, just the coconut, it'll remind me of the beach, and I think I'd really enjoy it. But I feel like for winter, it just wasn't my scent, and I wish that they made other scents, but unfortunately, the only one that they have is coconut. I think they have a pumpkin one during the fall time, but I definitely missed out on that. So I've been using it. I don't know if I'm going to repurchase it again right now. I think I'll do it again in the summer. So I am going to be on the lookout for another moisturizer. But if you do like coconut, I think this is a fantastic body butter. And I love that this has a flip top. So most body butters, like the one by the Body Shop, you kind of have to unscrew it and dip your fingers in that way, which is a little inconvenient. Oh, got a little bit on me. But I like this one, you just pop it up. And so it opens just like that. You can see I've used quite a bit, and then you can close it back. So love the packaging on that. Let's see. Another thing I want to show you is my Beauty Blender cleanser. This is the Blender cleanser, and it's the solid form, and that's for your beauty blender. I talk about this all the time. This is how I apply my foundation, so excuse the dirtiness. I did use it this morning to apply my makeup, so that's why it looks kind of gross. I do have to wash it after I film this, but for the longest time I've used the liquid cleanser, and it comes in a bottle, and I just always felt like the plastic was really hard, so when I would squeeze it, it was just a pain to get the product out. So I definitely have been loving this. Kind of like a bar soap that's in this container. So you wet the sponge and then you just twirl it around and it just really cleans it. I feel like the liquid one I had to keep applying more and more and I just felt like it was never clean. But with this product, it literally melts the product out of the sponge. So this has made my life so much easier. If you do have the Beauty Blender, I definitely recommend the solid cleanser for that. Now I want to show you some of my makeup products that I've been loving. Because my schedule was so busy, I kind of just wanted to throw on my makeup in the morning. I didn't want to fuss with it too much. I didn't want to play with new colors. And so I have a few shades here that I pretty much used every day. And the shadows that I've been using are by ColourPop. And before my long YouTube hiatus that I took, I did do a video on the ColourPop eyeshadows and I did swatches and I showed you what my thoughts were on that. I will link that below if you want to check that out and see some of the colors. And I still need to do a tutorial using these eyeshadows, but some of my favorite ones that I've been using are the shade Lala, Bandit, and Desert, and these are just all like warm, peachy brown shades and they've just been absolutely beautiful. It's actually what I'm wearing right now. It's quick and easy and I've just been loving these. And with that look, I've been using the Milani blush in Bellissimo Bronze. This has been another favorite of mine. I have been pairing that with the eye look with the ColourPop and it's just been very bronzy and glowy and I've been getting a lot of compliments on it from clients, so it's easy and people have been liking it, so it's a plus as well. The next thing I want to show you is my bronzer. I've been using the Bare Mineral one and I think it's called High Dive, in the High Dive, and you'll see that in some of my past videos. I've been using that, but I have been loving the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Natural in the shade Give Me Sun, and I used to use this all the time. And then I purchased the Bare Mineral one and that became my favorite, and I feel like I'm kind of back onto this again. I feel like it's just been warmer out and I've been getting a little bit of color. My skin's a little bit darker and so this shade is a little bit darker than the other one, so I've absolutely been loving this to contour my cheeks. And then with the Milani blush, that's bronze, and then all the bronzy kind of shades I've been using with the ColourPop. I've just been loving it. Mascara. I have absolutely been loving these two mascaras. This is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara, as well as the Makeup Forever Smoky Extravagant. Yeah, Extravagant. And I received these, I think in my Ipsy bag, I want to say, and I've actually been mixing the two. I feel like the Tarte mascara is great for lengthening your lashes if that's what you're looking for, but it doesn't do much for thickness, and I like length and thickness. And so the Makeup Forever is good for thickness, but I feel like it doesn't lengthen your lashes enough. It's always something, right? It's like one or the other. Why can't they make a product that does both? So I've been mixing these. I usually put on the Tarte mascara first, make my lashes longer, and then I'll let it dry for a couple of seconds, and then I will go over it with the Makeup Forever mascara to thicken them up, and I feel like that has been a great combo. For my brows, I have absolutely been loving the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. This has been fantastic. If you're looking for a brow gel, I think this one is great. It's great for keeping your eyebrows in place, and I also like it for after I fill in my brows. I've mentioned before that I use the Aqua Brow by Makeup Forever, and then I also use the Anastasia Brow Dip in the color, I want to say chocolate. And between the two products, that kind of fills in my eyebrows, but I feel like sometimes they can come off a little bit dark because the Anastasia pomade is really creamy, so you kind of have to be careful with it. But I like that when you apply this clear gel, it kind of removes some of the product and like smokes it out a bit, I want to say, so it gives more of a natural appearance, and it's keeping your eyebrows in place, so for me that is a win-win. So I've definitely been loving this. 3 makeup brushes that I've been using a lot this month. are these three right here. This one's super cute, it's pink. I have been loving, this one is by Morphe, and it is the G17, and it is just a blending brush. I think this has been great to dip into my ColourPop eyeshadows and just work it into the crease. I love that it's huge. So if you want a nice transition color above your crease and you just want it really smoked out, this has been my go-to makeup brush. I also received this pink one in an Ipsy bag, and this one is Elizabeth Mott, and it's an all-over shadow brush. I actually have been loving this for the crease, and so when I'm using a darker chocolate shade or whatever shade I'm using, I'll apply that in the crease to do more of like a cut crease and really define that, and I think this has been a fabulous, fabulous brush. And then my third favorite brush has also been by Morphe. Love their brushes. I've talked about them before, and I'll probably continue to talk about them because I think they're extremely affordable and great quality. And this is the C113 brush, and it is just the square brush. And I've actually been using this for liner. And so I've always used pencil liner along my lash line. I've always liked the look of it. I think it defines the lash line. I've always smoked it out with a brush. But lately, like I said, I've been super busy and I've just kind of been throwing it on and just doing whatever is easiest and quickest. So I've actually been using a powder eyeshadow for liner. So I've been taking this square brush and dipping it into a black eyeshadow and then applying it along the lash line and making that as my eyeliner. And I like it because it's just super simple. I don't have to worry about it. You can't really mess it up. And it gives like a diffused smoky look, which is really natural and goes well with the bronzy kind of shades that I've been using. So these have definitely been my three favorite brushes as of lately. And yeah. I also want to talk about one product. I'm including it in this video just because I think it's kind of cool, but I don't know if it's working yet. So I'm not going to say that I love it, but I could be in the process of falling in love with it. I received this in my Ipsy bag. So it is by the brand Lash Food. It says, see stronger, thicker, longer lashes in just 4 weeks. Eco certified, the world's first and only Eco Cert lash enhancer. It's safe and effective and no prescription needed, and it just comes in this little like tube, kind of like a mascara tube. And it's a tiny little brush, and you're supposed to apply this onto your lash line, and I guess you're supposed to see a difference in 4 weeks. So maybe I'm not loving it then. I feel like I've been using it for a little bit longer than 4 weeks. I definitely have noticed a difference, nothing drastic to the point where I'm like, oh my god, I love this, you have to go out and buy it. But I've noticed enough of a difference that I want to keep using it to see if I get even more results. So they have a cool little photo over here with the before and after. And so, I don't know, I'm hoping to see results like that. So I'm going to stick with it and hopefully I see something soon, because I definitely feel like with age, my lashes are starting to get a little bit thinner, and so I definitely would love something that can make my lashes longer. And I've also been looking into something for brows. I know there's a few products out there that do that. If you know of any that you've used and you've loved, let me know. This is definitely makeup going on in here. My brows don't look like this, as you've probably seen from other videos. So I definitely want something to grow those babies so I don't have to do so much to them. The next product I've been loving is this nail polish by the brand, I want to say Vinique Nail Lacquer, and it is in the shade Ring Ting Tingling. And I just think it's absolutely beautiful. I always know when I love a nail polish because I'll do a manicure and then when it starts chipping, I'll remove it. And instead of doing another color, I end up doing the same exact polish again. And then I'm like, okay, I really loved that nail polish. And so that's pretty much what I did with this. I applied it about a week ago. I did all of my nails. Loved it so much that I ended up painting my nails a baby pink and then just using this on the accent fingers. And so what I really like about this nail polish is that it's really opaque. So the first time I used it, I had put a pastel purple on all my nails, and then I was just going to put this on as like a sheer top coat to kind of give it like flecks of glitter, which is what you usually do with glitter nail polishes. But when I applied this, it literally covered all of the purple, and I was like, wow, this is so opaque, but it's so beautiful that I definitely didn't mind. It has like little gold glitters in it, and then it has bigger rose gold glitter. So I just think it's absolutely beautiful. You don't have to wear a nail polish underneath if you don't want to. I think it looks cool to have like a little bit of color peeking through, but that's just me. And so I just think it's really pretty, and it's metallic and glittery, and it's definitely been a favorite of mine. And then the last thing is a fashion favorite, and it is this necklace that I'm wearing. It's an A and it's in script, and I just think it's so beautiful. It's really dainty, and if you know me, you know that I love large statement pieces. I'm always wearing just like big blingy necklaces, and I'm all about the accessories, and I just love how dainty this is just because I don't have many pieces like this. If I'm not in the mood to wear something big, or I'm wearing something that has like a lot of pattern on it, I'll throw this on, and I just think it's beautiful. And those are the products I've been loving in the month of February. And I want to apologize again for being gone for so long, but if you're not already following me on social media, definitely do that, because even though I've been gone from YouTube, I've been posting photos on Instagram and Facebook. I was doing behind the scenes of me on set and just some of the jobs I've been doing. I've been posting before and after photos. So if I'm not here, you can definitely follow me over there to see what I'm doing from day to day and all the little fun shenanigans I get into. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram under my company name, Angela Mobile Makeup. And if I don't see you here, I'll see you over there. If you've liked this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, definitely be sure to do that. I look forward to filming more videos that you love, and I'll see you soon.